Te Atatu, 10 k's west of Auckland City, two distinct suburbs divided by State Highway 16. Over there beyond the motorway on the mainland is Te Atatu South, and here on the peninsula is my hood. I lived here from the age of 4 till I left home to work in the big smoke, Auckland City. Back in the day, it seemed so blue-collar, but nowadays its proximity to the city and to the water means some of these homes behind me fetch over $1 million. Te Atatu is changing its nature for sure, but it's still made up of people from all over the world doing their own thing. So, this time on Neighbourhood, we celebrate Neighbours Day with Te Atatu locals.
We were very unsure about how many people would come. We had some answers, but a lot of people actually turned up without having answered. So it was a great surprise when you kept seeing people streaming up the street with their kids in tow.
I'm Oscar Kitely, and this is my neighbourhood. As someone who came from Samoa but grew up in Aotearoa, one thing I've noticed is that New Zealanders like to get to the point too quickly sometimes. Samoans like to really talk an issue through. They will go around and around before reaching any sort of conclusion. Now, on the surface, it seems like just lots of talking, but actually, it serves an important purpose. It gives people breathing space. I just think sometimes Kiwis could learn to meander a bit, you know? It can be useful. A couple of Te Atatu women took their time getting to know a local Filipino family, and the result is something really special.
After the burglary, it was never the same again. How we felt, especially the children. My eldest son was inside the house at the time, and it was a scary experience for him, and for me too, and for us, all of us. It was a feeling that I didn't enjoy because coming to New Zealand, we had high hopes for an opportunity for better living, a clean living, and I didn't expect something like this to happen. I'm Edison Dumo. I come from the Philippines, came here with my wife, and after a while with my family. I wanted to give my children better opportunities, and I wanted to live the rat race in the Philippines. Unfortunately, it was very difficult to look for a house. Because we're a family of 5, it's expensive, and you need references. We really struggled. So the first opportunity we got was a house in Glendine. It was here when the home invasion happened. We didn't know anyone in our street, and we felt very alarmed. So after that, I said, we have to move. We thought that the best location would be Te Atatu because I work here, and we really enjoyed the peninsula. But we must have applied for about 25 houses to rent. It got really desperate. When we came to look at this house, it was perfect. My wife and my daughter were looking around the house, peeping through the windows. And the neighborhood support member, or active member that she is, she came out from her house. Apparently, she was peeping through her window too and seeing what are those guys doing in this house, and said, "Can I help you?"
I noticed them going around the outside of the house, assumed that they were looking at it for the purpose of renting it, and just went out and asked if I could help them. I suppose we were quite distressed by what had happened to them. So we backed up their application by we wrote to the owner, the current owner, who's in London, and said, these are fabulous people, you can really trust them.
It was too good to be true, as a matter of fact. And when I told my children, they were like jumping up and down. Oh, can we see the house too? Can we see the house too? We got to know Helen and Barbara really well, and it helped us connect with the other neighbors. And we decided, let's celebrate Neighbours Day.
Neighbours Day is really about getting to know your neighbours more thoroughly. We find that in our street, because there's quite a big bend in it, we know the people down this end, We really don't know the ones around the corner. There seems to be some kind of sort of invisible line. So we really thought that was a great opportunity of finding much more about the other people and their needs, and just being aware of one another.
We were articulating our intention to extend the experience that we were having all together in this end of the road to the whole neighborhood. It would be a good chance for everyone to meet who's the neighbor, to have a street party.
We were very unsure about how many people would come. We had some answers, but a lot of people actually turned up without having answered. So it was a great surprise when he kept seeing people streaming up the street with their kids in tow.
This is his fault that we started. Well, thank you to Edison.
I moved into that house.
Yeah. Excellent, yeah, the white one. Pardon? You want that already? It's quite frequent to hear people say, I've lived here for 6 years and I've never met the people 3 doors down. And this is the way to do it, is to actually have somebody who instigates it and puts an invitation out there, makes it informal, and it's surprising what happens.
I would suggest that Neighbours Day should expand, that it should reach out to other areas where there is no involvement, because people, once they've experienced it, realise how enjoyable it is and how rewarding it is.
Knowing my neighbors has helped my family and I feel secure in our new country. That's the important thing about living around people, helping each other, supporting each other.
Something about this place, even as it morphs from a poor suburb to one that's quite flash now, keeps me coming back. It's the sense of community. I've always been proud of where I come from. Samoa, Te Atatu, Auckland. I love it.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.